It has been well over a decade since we last walked the path of the Albion, right? And it's been a long time since we farted at villagers and made choices that literally turned us into saints or demons. Now Playground Games, the studio behind Forza Horizon, is actually making a Fable reboot. And the promise is that it will recapture the charm of the originals and also update the formula for a new generation. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Jimmy or Chaos. Today, we're going to be talking about everything that has to do with the Fable reboot. We're going to talk about the confirmed details, the release timing, the platforms, the tone. We're going to explore rumors about the gameplay, the story, and how this could actually reinvent itself. And stick around for the second half of the video. We're going to talk about the possibility of sharing Albion with friends in cooperative adventures. Let that sink in and soak for a second. I'll explain to you what I mean down the road. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Drop a like, make sure you're subscribed, and as always, I read every single comment on every single video. And in an effort to grow the channel on our way to 20,000 subscribers, we are trying to go to daily uploads on the channel. So if you have ideas or topics you want to have turned into a video about upcoming games, definitely let me know in the comments. I am a debut author. That's right. My first ever book, my first ever novel launches December 16th, and pre-orders are now officially live for the ebook version of it over on Amazon and Apple. I'm going to put a link at the top of the description, and I'm going to put a pinned comment for you guys if you would like to go pre-order, or if you want a paperback or hardcover, those will be available on December 16th when we officially launch the book. But if you like sci-fi mystery thrillers, this one might be right up your alley. I would truly, truly appreciate it if you guys checked it out. And if you end up getting any version of the book, do me a favor. If you enjoy it, leave me a review on Amazon, on Goodreads, on Apple. This is the start of a whole new journey for me, and I would love for you guys to come along. Now, as always, we start off with the facts. The Fable reboot was announced back in 2020, almost 6 years ago, but we haven't had hardly anything since. And recently, head of Xbox Game Studios, Craig Duncan himself, did confirm that the game has been given more time in the oven, and it will now launch in 2026, and it was supposed to come in this year. Now, this delay suggested that Playground Games is taking care to polish the experience. That's a good thing, right? When it arrives, it's going to be available on the PC and the Xbox Series X and S, and it will be part of the Xbox Game Pass on day one, which is a win. That's really good news for subscribers that want to jump into it without any extra purchase. It is worth noting that Playground Games is best known for its open world racing series, and many people are worried about how that expertise would actually translate over to a narrative-driven RPG. These are two completely different things. Early teases show the lush environments, rendered in the Forza Tech engine, and that would mean that the studio's technical chops are there, but that's not all you need. You need really good storytelling when it comes to a Fable story. Now, the original Fable games combined British humor, fairy tale, whimsical stuff, and moral choices that they visibly altered your hero's appearance. And according to insiders, this reboot is aiming to retain the heart and the humor of the series, but it's also going to present a more new grounded world. So the setting is still expected to be Albion, but perhaps a version that's more densely detailed and maybe a little less cartoonish than it was before. We got a teaser trailer. It was released a few years ago. It had a cynical fairy, and the fairy was getting eaten by a frog. It was a funny moment. It was tongue-in-cheek, nod to the series' irreverence, I guess. It suggested that Playground understands Fable's tone, and that they understand and intend to keep the balance of charm and I guess that cheekiness. Now, people are curious to see whether that moral alignment system will actually return and how it might evolve. The question is, will our choices shape the world visually, or will the reboot take a more subtle approach? Because in the past, that's what it was with Fable. You controlled everything. Now, gameplay and mechanic rumors out there. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide if it's good or bad. Details about Fable's gameplay is under wraps, but there's hints. Because Playground is using that Forza Tech engine, many people are expecting a very highly detailed open world with some smooth traversal and dynamic weather. That's a given, right? Rumors suggest that magic and melee combat will actually feel weightier than in the past games, as in more to them. Maybe they'll borrow from modern action RPGs. People are also hoping for more complex quests with branching outcomes. Basically, the gist of it is, this needs to be a deeper, more immersive game. There's also another rumor out there that the reboot would actually incorporate cooperative elements, so it would let you and me explore Albion together. Now, there's nothing official, nothing's been said, but it does fit with Microsoft's broader push for social play. There was also talk of property management returning. So you could own shops, you could rent out homes, you could influence local economies. And if the game does take cues from titles like The Witcher 3, you're probably going to get some richer storytelling in a world that reacts more realistically to your actions, especially if they bring stuff back like the property management system. Now, beyond the rumors, there's theories. We like to cover theories here because some of them actually end up being true, whether they're speculation to start out or not. One of the big one is that the game could span multiple eras. It could show Albion evolve over centuries. Your actions in one era could actually affect the next era. Others think we might play as a customizable character whose lineage continues throughout the sequels, similar to Fable 2's family mechanic. And then there's some who want deeper character customization, which would allow the players to choose their hero's body type, voice, and even their pronouns. What do you think about that? I don't remember where we saw that one, but I know already that I'm going to get some spicy comments on that one. There's also an idea out there that proposes the game might let us travel to other regions. We could go to Aurora. We could go to Samarkand. I mean, we could go beyond Albion. That, I think, needs to happen. Fresh landscapes, cultural influences, and then somehow it all ties back into the core setting of the game. And online, I don't know. I mean, a shared Albion where you could occasionally cross paths with other players. Think World of Warcraft maybe, trade items, team up, special quests, raids. I don't know. Now, whether or not Playground Games pursues any of those ideas remains to be seen. But they show that the community is definitely looking for innovation. We kind of just have to make sure we get the right innovation when it comes to it. I mean, what do they have to lose here? Let's just go off the cuff here for a second. It's been forever since we've gotten a Fable game, right? We don't know what to expect. If you enjoyed the Fable games before this, then you probably want something along those lines. But I think they're in a really good position to actually be innovative and go out on a limb and try some new stuff here. Because what do we have to lose? I mean, the next Fable game we'll probably get in a decade. I mean, I don't see a ton of hype for this game. I'm making a video about it because I played some of the earlier Fable games way back in the day, but this is definitely not on the hype level or the expectation level of Elder Scrolls 6, Fallout 5, even BioShock 4, things like that. I know there's a core fan group for it. I just think they're at a point here where they could take some risks. They really, really could. You guys, let me know what you think. I mean, do they go with the tried and true, or they try to do something different? I like the rumor of actually spanning multiple eras. I know that's huge and encompassing and expansive, but if done right, we evolve over centuries. I think that would be pretty cool. Now, it is, like I said, the reboot is slated for 2026, and it's supposed to launch on the PC and the Xbox Series S on Game Pass on day one. They say they're trying to honor the series' humor, the charm, but they're also going to leverage the Forza Tech engine to make us a really, really cool, detailed world. Now, rumors are pointing to improved combat, co-op possibilities, and property management. That's all cool. We'll see where it goes. I really want to know the story, and I want to know how customizable, how much control do I have over my Fable character? That's what everybody thinks of when it comes to Fable. You control your destiny, good, bad, light, dark, whatever you want to do, you can make it happen. If they actually make that a reality, I'll probably pick it up and play it. Other than that, I'll just be honest with you guys. This is on my back burner of expectations. I've got a laundry list of games that are coming out in the next 5 years that I'm interested in covering more than this one. But if they do it right, I'll take notice. But what about you guys? You let me know. I'll keep you covered if anything else new breaks on it, and I'll see you soon.